Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about slightly more advanced clips, which include all sorts of floor clips and ceiling clips, which can be used almost anywhere. But first I'm going to talk about block groups, which are a very important thing in the game relating to clipping and all sorts of different tech you can do. Most maps, or almost every map, if you turn on collisions and turn on like hitboxes and stuff, you will see that there will be green, like blocks highlighted in green throughout every map. And what this means is the first placed blocks that like whoever made the map, like Landon or the developer that made the map, the first blocks they place, the first like series of blocks they place, will form a block group. And there might be other ways that it can form a block group that I'm unaware of. But what this will do is like generally any clip that you do on one side of the block group, going from below to above or going from left to right, I'm pretty sure it just doesn't work from right to left, or like I can't clip down through this block group, but I can clip up through the block group. And you can also put stuff in certain maps. You can put stuff in block groups, and like if you're in the floor, but the floor is a block group, then you can move around in the floor. Whereas otherwise, you'd be just confined to this one block. These block groups are connected. So you see that there's these like orange lines where each block ends. So block groups don't have that, and so they're just all connected. So it's sort of like one giant block, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to talk about how you can move through block groups. Like it's just one block, and you're not stopped by anything. So you can see that the orange lines. So you can see right here, like right along here, there are orange lines. And so this means that because I'm currently inside the block group, I'm able to walk around like it's just one block and there's like nothing here. And you can see there's an orange line like right at the end here. And then there's also these orange lines, so it prevents me from moving this way even though I'm holding right. But what I can do is I can just slide underneath, in this case, and I'll just move out like here. So I just want to say another thing about block groups, where if your ragdoll is inside the block group, then you'll get teleported to the end of the block group. And so all along here, there is a giant block group all along this entire map. And so if I were to ragdoll here in the specific spot, if I were to double ragdoll, I would just fall through the floor. But if I double ragdoll and while I'm falling through the floor, I ragdoll again. So if I kind of just spam ragdoll, I teleport out the other side. If I were to try to wizard clip this, and my ragdoll would at all get stuck inside the block group, then I would get teleported all the way to the top. Or my ragdoll would get teleported all the way to the top, which would give me much more time to unragdoll. See, just like that. Because even though I didn't unragdoll and sort of finish the wizard clip, I was still able to teleport to the top because my ragdoll got stuck into the block group. So if you were to downclip, which I'm going to talk about next in the video, so if you were to downclip a corner, and the corner has like a block group running along it, then you'll teleport, then you have a chance, not always, but if your ragdoll gets stuck inside, you'll teleport to the end of the block group. Okay, so the first important clip I'm going to talk about that I would say you can use basically anywhere in Duck Game, and it's probably one of the most useful clips, like aside from wizard clips, but in my opinion it's much easier. So it's called the downclip, or you can call it the down corner clip. And so you can do it anywhere where there's like a bottom corner. It's like here, and then it also sometimes works on the left side, but it's less consistent on a left corner as opposed to like a right corner. And I'd say it's the most consistent on a right corner. So what you want to do is you want to jump away from the wall, and then after you jump away from the wall, you want to hold right or hold towards the wall like this, and then you want to double ragdoll. So I sort of press ragdoll like once, like here, and then the second time I just press it very fast. Like I just press double ragdoll very fast together, and it will ragdoll me and unragdoll me. And I'm just aiming for the corner here, and I'm aiming for my feet to be like a little bit above the floor, and that's like I think the most ideal spot for you to clip through the wall. And so this clip is easier with more speed, so that's why I do hold right into it. Like I can let go of right, and that's useful I think only in really one spot, which I'll show right now. Okay, so if you want to get out of this map, for example, this is the one map I would recommend not holding right when you downclip, because when you downclip this wall, you get put in the wall. So if I'm holding right, then I'm just going to walk right out of the wall. But to get out, you just want to tap right and then do a jump away from the wall, like buffer your jump. And then like get up there to ragdoll. And it is possible to get back in, although it is kind of difficult. But you need to downclip, I think, either this block or this block. I think both of them should work. And that will allow you to get back in. Although if you fail the downclip, then you could just easily end up falling off the map. But then again, you put yourself up here, right? You can also do this clip backwards, if it matters at all. Like that. It doesn't really matter what direction you're facing. It just matters like that your ragdoll is in the right spot. And you can also do it crouched, sort of like this. And the principle behind this, which I'll discuss in probably a later video on ragdolling, which will be one that I'm excited to make. So the principle behind that is when you ragdoll, if you crouch and jump instead of unragdolling, because jumping, if you're on the floor and you're ragdolled, jumping is the same thing as pressing unragdoll. They both do the same exact thing. So instead of pressing ragdoll again to unragdoll, I'm just pressing jump and crouch. And so this can clip you like that. And it also has the chance to like send you out of the wall at a higher speed. Although I've really only seen this in lobby, but I'm pretty sure it is possible like in a normal game. But lobby physics are weird and different, and also the lobby blocks are different. So, yeah. And just keep in mind that even though you can get really good at the inputs and whatever, and you can get like pretty consistent at it, it is still using ragdoll randomness. So at the end of the day, it is still luck. So like sometimes I can get it first try, and sometimes I just like can't get it, and that's just due to ragdoll randomness. Even if my inputs are perfect and I'm in the exact right spot, the ragdoll can still be finicky. So, like you saw in my earlier recording or whatever, it also works on block groups. So if I were to downclip the bottom of a block group, like right here, it will take me to the top. Just like that. And I do know for a fact that it works on both sides. And you can, easily downclip on the left side of a block group. But in terms of the left side of a normal block, or like a non-block group, I don't know if it is possible. I think in some spots it is, in some spots it's not. It might just depend on the specific terrain. But yeah. And so one thing I just wanted to point out is you can actually downclip on doors. So there's two maps where you can do it. So one of them is this one. It's probably easier if I put like a table there, but if I downclip, then I can actually get up here, which is very useful. I've done, like if someone's chasing you. It's kind of inconsistent because of course all downclips are inconsistent, but you can do that. Let's say someone has you like blocked off or something. You can downclip this door to get on the roof, and that probably goes. I'm just gonna guess that goes for any door where there's like a ceiling that takes you. That's normally you can't get to, as long as it's not like I don't think you can downclip this door to get out, but because the ceiling here is connected, you can downclip this one like that. So another thing you can do is downclip like key doors and stuff like that to get in, because keys are overrated. There's different spots you can actually end up with that. Like I just showed, you can get flung out over here, and the other spot is you can go up here. But it's just RNG whether you get actually inside of the key box thing or not. But then you can get inside, and if you get a box, or if you just use a present, you can just stand on top of it and clip out like that. So that's the easiest way to get out. So actually there is a block group right here. And credit to Peebs on this one, who accidentally discovered it by doing a clip here. Okay, so another useful block group that I would say is more useful, because there's a block group under this Keydoor. And so what that means is if I try to downclip, it will just take me to the other side. But I will never be able to, no matter how many times I downclip, I'll never be able to actually get inside this Keydoor room. But it is a very good way to surprise someone if they're like camping here, or if they're like here or something, then you can downclip through. I would just wait until a shotgun spawns there, so you can just immediately grab the shotgun and shoot them. Okay, so another example of where a very good spot to key door clip is, or just like normal door clip, is right here. So just clipping in here, I can just slide out and get in, which is very easy. What I can also do is if I clip inside, if I ragdoll while I'm here, then I'll end up right here. So what you can do is you can just grab the sniper, and the reason you can do that is because there's block group here. So because I'm inside the block group, just ragdolling out will teleport me to the very end of the block group. So another example is right here on the snow map with the mag blasters. And so actually, there's a giant block group running all along the bottom of this map, as you can see. And also goes for the 8-player map as well. So what you can do is if you clip here, or probably do a downclip anywhere along this line, you'll clip to the edge of it. And also keep in mind that because it's one block tall, it works the same, you just have to be a little more precise in terms of where your ragdoll is hitting. Okay, and so one of the last things I'm probably going to talk about in terms of downclipping is if you downclip on any block next to these like giant rock walls, or if you just downclip them themselves, then you'll get teleported to the top. And so once you're up here, there's basically most of this wall is actually just hollow, and then there's it's just visual. But there's there's only a small platform up here you can stand on, and once you go past it, so right there, then you'll fall. And all of this is actually just hollow, as you can see by the fact you just die. So sometimes you'll get put into like a fluttering animation. You'll go right on the edge, so you'll instantly fall. But if you can get up there, then it's a good spot because no one can actually really kill you. Okay, so the next clip I'm going to talk about, the next downclip I'm going to talk about is a Piteq Clip. And how it works is it actually works, I'm pretty sure, better on offline than online mode. Because right now I'm offline, and I don't think I would be able to do this online. So if you take a gun, and you go up, so you're facing the wall, and you just ragdoll twice, you'll be put inside the wall. And then if I tap away from where I want to go, so I tapped right, then I'll be put even farther in the wall. And what I can do is if I press grab, like a few frames after, then I'll get the gun. And I can do something like that. And keep in mind, I'm pretty sure this is the exact same timing as the Morphine clip. So if I were to double rag grab, I'm pretty sure it's the same timing. It might be a little harder, but it's very similar in terms of the fact you want to double rag then grab. Like that, and then I just tap right, and I hold right, and I can and yeah, crouching will take me out, and if I press left here, I'll just go through the floor. So this is especially useful on certain parts of the arcade, especially Gun Jumper. So if I were to go into Gun Jumper and go over here and just double rag grab, then I get out of the map with the mag blaster, and I can just go over here and get it pretty fast and get an easy "you're the best." Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be talking about is ceiling clips and all different types of ceiling clips. So the first thing is on any pyramid random map. So you know it's a random map if it has this giant brown border around it. And so how it works is it's actually quite simple. All you need to do is you need to slide, jump while you're sliding. So you jump in the slide and then ragdoll. And so you want to do that as one continuous motion. And it allows you to clip through any ceiling pyramid block as long as it's on one of these random maps. It won't work if it's just like a custom map. And usually it's pretty easy. I'm not being good right now, but yeah. And it works almost anywhere. The only place it might not work is like right here. And there's no limit on how high you need to be, or how close you need to be from the wall. It just generally matters your speed. So like let's say I have a sharp shot, and I just slide, jump, fire, and I ragdoll, then I'll teleport to the ceiling. And so another thing is for one that has the ceiling, like this one, if you clip like right here, you'll just teleport to the roof, like that. So mastering these ceiling clips is very important, I would say, for doing well on these maps, and also they're important for later clips that come up, because it's this very similar principle, or it's basically the same principle. But yeah, the one thing that I will mention is that when I do it, I just slide, jump, and when I jump, I release slide, and then when I ragdoll, I release jump. And I'm not sure if that completely matters, but that's what I do. So it's sort of like move forward, slide, and when I slide, I stop holding right. So I just slide, jump, ragdoll, but release each key as you press a new one. Yeah. So for example, if there's like a spring here, I can do something like that, or if I just slide and then just don't hold anything else besides ragdoll when I'm there, because there I ragdolled too early. Sponsored swag shot of the video. Yeah, as long as you have at least some upwards vertical velocity and you time your ragdoll right, you can clip through even if it's not a lot. And yeah, I think the hardest part is just timing the ragdoll. And so this also works, like, I initially found it hard to like clip through like 3 high, just with jumping, and it just requires it's purely ragdoll timing, and it is 100% consistent. Also, a little fun trick is that if you clip under this door, if you do it right, then you'll teleport it up to the top of it, which can actually be very useful. And then like do a swag shot and like, kill, the duck and not miss the first 2, because like I would never do that. Apparently I just figured out today, as of 3 seconds ago, that you can also do the same thing on normal doors. which I did not know. I will try to get a clip of that. Okay, so the next up clip, ceiling clip tech that I'm going to talk about is with a dart gun. And so it's this exact same principle as a pyramid gun clip. So if you put a dart gun on the ceiling, so what I'm just doing is I'm just like double tapping jump or holding jump. It's like doing an upwards angle, but it's just doing a straight up shot. And what that will do is that will put a dart gun on the ceiling, and if I just slide jump ragdoll into that, like the same principle as the ceiling tech, I'll go through the floor, and I'll go up into this chamber. What I can do when I'm in here is I can grab clip the gun out, like that. And yeah, it's very useful because you can just like get the only gun out without having to use the key, or if you need to escape or something. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the easiest ceiling clip in the game. Probably takes 0 skill whatsoever, and it just relies on you placing boxes or barrels or any sort of stackable object. It won't work on rocks or presents or tables. Actually, it will work on tables, but only in certain scenarios. But let's just say crates, any sort of crate. So how it works is you just need to stack 2 crates up to the ceiling, and they generally need to be over each other, but it won't work if it's something like this. That's not going to work. So what you just want to do is you just want to crouch, jump, and then ragdoll. And it works also if you slide jump ragdoll, like you're doing just like a pyramid ceiling up clip. But this works on, I'm pretty sure, basically any ceiling in the game. And it's super easy. You can do it, you can get out of the map as long as there's enough boxes to stack up to the ceiling. And yeah, it takes no skill at all. Okay, so the next type of ceiling clip I want to talk about is very similar to like it's the same like inputs as the pyramid ceiling clip or the dart gun ceiling clip, and it works the same way too. So as long as there's some sort of platform block, so that could be scaffolding or tree branches, so this is actually a platform block, or something you can just like pass through, but you can also stand on, like right up against the ceiling, like right here, you can do the crouch jump ragdoll method, like that. And that'll teleport you up here, but in my opinion it's just easier if you just do the slide jump, and you can do it a very short distance by just tapping left the smallest amount, and that's a lot more consistent. Because you can also fall off the map this way. And it also works down here. There is a risk to you falling off if you get really unlucky, but otherwise you can just get inside this little box here. And yeah. And a nice thing is you'll see this on like a lot of different, especially custom maps, where people don't know about this. You'll see a lot of like platforms against the ceiling. And so it's very easy to just clip out of almost any map that way. Yeah. So actually you can clip here on this bunker map. So if you do like a normal ceiling clip, but you aim for this spot, and you aim for like your feet to go just before the platform. Okay, so the next clip I'm going to talk about is just the up ceiling clip, but it's the up corner clip. And so this clip is, in my opinion, it's more difficult than the down clip, but it's also probably just because I'm better at the down clip. But the up ceiling clip is like a similar principle in terms of if you like aim your like the segments, like your chin. If you aim your chin, like some people call it a chin clip. But if you aim your chin right at the little corner, and you ragdoll, then you can get teleported up through the block. And so it works much better on right corners than on left corners, or this is a left corner, but it works much better going right. And yeah, so just something like this, but it's kind of difficult to get, but it works basically anywhere, just like a normal down clip. And so if I were to do this ceiling clip on a block group, so for example this giant pillar, which is a block group, so if I were to do the ceiling clip on the block group, just like the down clip, it would take me all the way up to the ceiling. Just like that. So where this is especially useful is on this map, where this giant pillar you see is actually just an entire block group. So it's the same principle in terms of just clipping, and it works on both sides, like aiming for this corner and aiming for this corner. But just trying to up clip here will take you all the way up to the top. So this would be an example where you can both up clip this, and maybe it's honestly easier to up clip it. I don't know. But yeah, you can up clip this, or you can just down clip the door. So it's honestly, in a lot of these cases, it's whichever method you're more comfortable with. But yeah, you can do both. So in terms of up clips, like while you can just down clip this Keydoor, you can also, if you're more comfortable with up clips, which I know some people are, you can also just up clip the Keydoor by just aiming right at this corner, and you can do this with almost any Keydoor. And so sometimes, like, I hit the clip, but I got put right here instead. But honestly, the hardest part with like doing this clip is just lining myself up, because a lot of times I'll just find myself going like overshooting just like that, or undershooting, where I don't even like hit the thing, hit my ragdoll in the right place. So honestly, the hardest part is just like aiming for the right spot. Or you can just do it like that. And then to clip out, what's really easy is, I mean, there's the TV right here, so you can just stand on it like that. But also a neat trick that I'll discuss more in a later video, or a part 2 of like the Keydoors and door clips and stuff, is if you just hold a gun, it's sort of like an amorphity clip, where if you just ragdoll twice, you can get put here and then press away from the wall. What you see, I go into the wall slightly, and then now I can free to ragdoll. And yeah. Okay, so that's going to be all the tech I'm going to talk about in this video. And yeah, if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below, or any suggestions for something you'd like to see. And also, please share this video with anyone who might be interested. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in the past few weeks. I've been very busy IRL, but now I have more time to upload stuff. So hopefully I can try to upload like 2 videos per week. I was able to do this one pretty fast, although it did take me a while. And yeah, my next video should be on portal clipping. And then I was going to do some like ragdoll tech, and then I'll do item tech probably, unless there's more like clip videos I can think of. But like the net gun tech and item tech and stuff like that will have clips in it if it's like the clip is specific to the item. I probably also will release a movement guide soon, and also a basic tips video. So those are all things to expect in the somewhat near future. Keep on duck gaming. Peace.